Hey everybody, this is a video about my forging method. Recently I've been talking on the forums about making iron tools for less than 1,000, and I'm getting a lot of pushback saying that that's not a thing. And I'm making a video to show you that it is a thing, because it definitely, the thing about an iron tool is that you have to realize that it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, it can have some defect, it can have some quirk. You're not gonna one-shot T6 blocks, so there's no point in even trying to get that level. All you really want is you want the AOE and the extra damage, or the AOE and enough extra damage to where you're actually going to be able to do damage to blocks. And it's supposed to be for a noob, so it only needs to be like T1 to T3, so you can one-shot T1 or to T3 blocks. And I'm pretty sure that's doable. So I'm just going to show you my method using iron tools. So this is my setup. I got unstable boon compound 3, pure boon compound 1, pure boon compound 3, special gum, effect gum, and setting resin. And of course the destruction resin in case we get super unlucky, but it's pretty rare that you're unlucky enough with an iron tool that you have to use that. So here we're going to do 2 iron tools, and one thing to note is that I'm not max on my forge, so I don't have all the power. I am max on my character, for forging, but my forge is not maxed. I only have like 400 power to it or something like that. So yeah, 400, which is right there. So it's not like I'm doing anything amazing here. So the iron tool with what I have right now is only 172 effectiveness. So I know some of you people have 200 effectiveness, and that's awesome. But even with 172, with a properly spec character, you can do this pretty easily. So I know that this is familiar with everybody, but first we're going to start out with putting in the gums, okay? Because, well, it only costs bigger, and you want to make sure that your first trait is one of the ones that you want. Now, I'm getting a lot of pushback that says that 3 is not enough, but in my experience, and I've only been doing forging post-nerf, so to speak, 3 is plenty. 3 gets you what you need most of the time. It's pretty rare that you have 3 stacks and you get some other random stupid boon. This is almost always going to be a magnet or an AOE, and you're going to put enough into this that you're probably going to wind up with both most of the time. So I'm going to start out with this, and this is what I put in my forum post. Basically this is so that you get a max bar, and then you're going to use this pure boon compound and the 3 and the 1 to kind of fill it out as you go from here. And you have enough enough resources here to play with. So, oh, I did want to mention I don't have it maxed. I said I had it maxed, but I don't have the all-around stat bump, the 5 points to get you that extra point. So I am down 1, for both of these, but I'm pretty close to max, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. We're going to get a full bar over here. This is going to be halfway. It's going to be at 50. Okay, so 200 defect points is enough to get you 1 defect to level 2. You're not going to get 5 defects to level 5. You're not going to get 3 defects to level 2. You're only going to get 1 defect to level 2, period. It doesn't give you more than that. So anybody who says that they used one of these and got 3 defects or even 2 defects to level 2 is just flat out lying, because that's wrong. It doesn't exist. You don't have enough points here. There's only 200 points. It's not enough to get 2 to level 2. So you can see the very first thing I got was the boon that I'm looking for. So that's awesome. So now all I need to do is fill this out until we get this to level 3. So I'm going to use the Pure Boon Compound 1 to kind of fill this out, because it's my 172 effectiveness that'll almost max it, which is good. We'll probably get a quirk and possibly a defect, but it doesn't matter because it's an iron tool, so we don't really care about that. Alright, look, we're already at level 3 and we're on round 5, so, and I'm not getting a lucky roll here. We have 50% chance of getting this. I mean, three gums is enough, and this is, in my mind, this is proof, because I just did this 6 times for other copies of this video, and the exact same thing happened, except sometimes I get magnet, sometimes I get the AOE. So in all the 6 other videos, I did not get a single other trait that was not from this special one. So now we're going to go with the next part of this, which is adding the effect gum. So in my method, you add 4 effect gums. The reason that you add 4 effect gums is because you want it to be the primary, because you don't want to get this other trait. If you know, it's okay if you get magnet, but you don't want the magnet. What you want is, you want one of the effect traits, which is the higher crit or the higher damage. So making it 4 makes it the primary, makes it more likely to get in the special gum. Plus, with a total of 7 boosts, then it's absolutely not possible to get another trait, or as far as I'm aware. You know, I don't think I've ever gotten a trait that's not an effect or a special with all 7 of these on here. So, and again, you know, maybe I'm getting lucky, but I'd have to be getting lucky, you know, 30 or 40 times in a row for that to be true, which I don't think is statistically relevant. So, so we're pretty low on this bar here, so I'm going to use the Pure Compound 3 to get us back up, because we definitely don't want any more defect points, or really any quirk points. I mean, some of the quirks are actually nice, like the sinking one. I think that one's amazing, actually, but the defects are not that great. Obviously, nobody wants a defect. So now we've got the extra damage. Look at that. So this is exactly what we want. We want the extra damage, and we want the AOE. So here we are in round 10. We've got the 2 boons that we want, and now whatever other boon comes here, it doesn't really freaking matter, because these are the 2 that we want. So all we need to do is sink some more points in here, so that this one gets up to level 4, and this one as high as humanly possible. So we're just going to throw some more pure boon compound on here. And keep in mind, I started with 8 of these, and I've only used 1 of the unstables, and I've only used 1 of the Pure Boon compounds. So we're still very low on resource usage. Okay, so we got magnet, so that's not a big deal. So now we did get a defect. Now, one of the form responses was a guy who had 2 level 2 defects. Okay, now this one is actually a pretty bad one, because it decreases the forge durability, but it's iron tool, so it really doesn't freaking matter. It's not going to last that long anyway, so this is not really that big of a deal. If this was on a gem tool, you'd probably freaking deconstruct right now. But the point I'm trying to make, though, is that you only have like 30-40 points left here, and you're almost to level 2 on a single defect. So, and this is one of the worst defects, and it's one of the higher point ones. Or, yeah, one of the higher point ones. So, the point I'm trying to make is that with a single unstable boon compound, you're not going to get two defects that are at level 2. Worst case scenario, you're going to get 2 defects that are level 1, or 1 defect that's level 2. So, worst case, if we get really unlucky, this will get up to 400 durability decrease, which that would be unfortunate because it only has 900. I believe. Yeah, it only has 900, so right now it's going to have 700, which I think is acceptable for a noob tool that costs, you know, a couple grand. I think that's more than fine. And we're only 2 pure boon compounds in. pure boon compound 3s and 1 unstable compound. So we're very low resources, and we're almost at the tool that we actually want. All we need to do is get this up to level 4, and this is highest possible, preferably to 5 or more, and that'll get us the damage that we need to bring it back up to positive damage. So we're going to add another boon here, or another boon compound here. Should max it out. And keep in mind it's an iron tool, so we have a super high effectiveness too. So if this was a gold tool, then we would only be like 50% buff, maximum, I think. So, and we still have plenty of these other resources to go. So just keep adding this in. Remember, I only started with 8 of these. So if I can go below 8, and my method allows for up to 8. So if we're less than 8, then we're obviously below on cost, which makes for a higher profit margin. And if we're a little over, it's not really that big of a deal, because we're not going to be drastically over. If anything, we'll be close, if nothing else. We're definitely not going to be the 15 to hit the right boons. We already have the right boons. It does seem like we're not getting any more in this AOE, but we'll see. Hopefully we do, and if we don't, hey, it's still one-shotting 5 blocks at a time, which is still acceptable for a new tool. Alright, so we got a little bit more in there. Let's roll one more here. Actually, let's throw in this one, because that gap is not very big. This should be close to max it out. It won't max it out, though. Probably do one more of these, because it's still not that big of a gap. We need it to be about 60% of the bar, and to use the pure boon compound 3. Yeah, that was going to happen. We knew it. We'll do this one more time. And we're still way below what my method allows. We're still 2 pure boon 3s and like 6 or 5 pure boon 1s. We still have some resources to play with here, so and now we're down, like more than 60%, so we need to use one more of these. Basically, we just need to get this up to 4. If we can get this up to 4, then we'll be great. If we don't get it up to 4, it's not really that big of a deal, because it's a new tool, so. Throw this in here. So you see we got another defect, but it's actually not set yet. You see how it says it's not added yet? So it's not going to affect this. And there's not enough points left for it to actually make it take effect, or to even add to this other one. So we're free and clear on defects right now. Alright, that was unfortunate. And then we got like one more roll, 2 more rolls maybe. So hopefully, yeah, it's possible we're not going to get that 4th level, but we'll try it. Let's go ahead and go for gold. Use this last pure boon 3. And we have enough for one more roll here. We'll pick the right one from this. We definitely need to do this. So we're going to throw in the pure boon compound 1. Alright, so we were not able to get to the 3x3 AOE. However, we did get the cross AOE, which is not that big of a difference. I mean, it is a big difference, don't get me wrong, okay. But it's not that big of a problem, because remember, this is for a noob, and it's a tool that is supposed to help them speed up their gathering of materials. So this is an acceptable tool, and we only used 1 unstable boon compound, we used 8 pure boon compound, and we used 5 pure boon 1 compound, and then 3 and 4 gums. So this is, if you look at my forum post, this is still only costing about 1,300 or so to make, and according to the original poster, even with a cross, you know, a cross block AOE, you know, this is still worth like 2,200 minimum, you know, so you're still making some profit here. If you only spent, if you include the price of the tool itself and all the prices for all this, it comes out to be about 1,350 to 1,400. So, and you know, minus 3 pure boon 1 compounds, which is 60, so like 13 to 1,350. So you're still making profit even selling at 22. You're not gouging people, which is what I personally feel a lot of these forged tools are doing. But the point is that you can easily make a AOE capable tool, even with the cross, with $1,000 or less of resources. So hopefully this changes people's minds, and it's not like I'm getting a lucky roll. It's the way the mechanics work. Three gums is plenty. I do this literally every single day. It's plenty. It's very rare that I get something different. So hopefully you can see that. I'm gonna make another follow-up video also just to kind of prove that even further.